Why is it all of my videos start in a train station? Anyways, welcome to Heathrow, and today join me as we catch this, an Embraer E2 with KLM over to Schiphol in Amsterdam. There was a few problems with the trains today, so we ended up taking an unusual journey. Oh yes, and do subscribe if you would. So here we are waiting for the tube that took us south to Hatton Cross, only to go back up to Terminal 4. The Queen's Line and also the Heathrow Express were broken down on the day, so just meant for a longer commute between terminals. Here's the jet we're flying on today, a 2-year-old Embraer E195-E2. My first time on the jet, and my first time with KLM too. Here we are at Terminal 4, fairly calm, just outside the fast track entrance. Inside Terminal 4, it sort of reminded me of a shopping centre, actually rather nice. Luckily, I did a status match recently, which meant that I was able to join the Sky Team organisation, and that gave me access to the Sky Priority services and to the Plaza Premium Lounge at Terminal 4. It's not a bad lounge at all, it's pretty small, but actually it has really good views of the apron, and I arrived just in time to see our jet arriving on its gate. Here we see our E2 as it taxis into its stand. If you're using the Plaza Premium Lounge at Terminal 4, yes, great views, but also be aware there is a little bar on the other side, which I actually didn't notice until right at the end. Soon enough, we were just about to board. Here's the queue as we wait to board our jet over to Schiphol. Soon it was time to board, and actually boarding was a very orderly and well organised process. Here I am making my way down the longest jet bridge in the world. Having recently flown in the A220, I was really interested to see just what the competition looked like, and I have to say, I was really impressed. What a smart looking cabin aboard this lovely aircraft. Like the A220, the E2 has lovely big windows to look out of, although I was a bit confused initially. What are we missing? Yeah, that's right, this does not have winglets, which I find unusual, given most modern aircraft nowadays absolutely do. Anyways, I'm sure Embraer know what they're doing. Here we are, just taxiing, ready for our departure from Heathrow's Terminal 4. KLM City Hopper has 16 of these jets in service, each carrying 132 passengers in a 2-2 configuration. There is a business class section at the front and economy at the back, which is where I'm sitting today. A lot of firsts for me today. First time flying with KLM, first time flying in an Embraer E2, and also the first time flying from Terminal 4. I've not flown from here before, and of course therefore hadn't realised just how far we are away from the runways. We're using the northerly runway at Heathrow today for departures, which means a really long taxi. I've sped this bit up a bit just so that we get to the good bits a bit quicker. Long taxi aside, I always rather enjoy it when you've got to dart across an active runway to get to where you're going at an airport, and here we are doing just that as we scoot across 27 left to get over to our departure runway 27 right. I think he did speed up quite a bit here, as this video rather shows. I've not sped this up, by the way. cabin on board the E2 really impressed. The legroom was amazing, probably the best I've had on a domestic aircraft anywhere in Europe, which I really appreciated. Remembering I'm 6'4", so that's some arse to accommodate somebody like me. The aircraft itself was really, really quiet too, and here we are moving onto the runway, getting ready to take off. You'll see soon just how quiet this jet is. As ever, pray silence for the departure. Listen to this. This aircraft is powered by the Pratt & Whitney PW1900G engine, and all I can say is, my goodness me, how quiet they are. Now, allegedly, they also power the A220, although for me, this aircraft was much quieter. Maybe there's better insulation on the E2, who knows. Anyway, here we are drifting into the clouds. I was impressed with KLM's cabin crew. The people that I came into contact with were really friendly, professional, and extremely well turned out. Here once again is a view of that wing from this massive window. It didn't take us long to get to cruising altitude, and soon we'd see service begin. I love a bit of scenery out the window, but I also love it when you break through the clouds, and even though it's really grey and murky below, just look at what it looks like up here. It's no wonder we all love to fly. We were soon in the cruise. Just look at how beautiful it was today. Let's talk about the seat. Very comfortable, and as I've already said, very spacious. The legroom was really good. A decent sized tray table, a little thing to put a cup in, and before long we were putting these on the tray table as we were given a little snack and a bottle of water. Thank you, KLM. A little net for personal items, and there was a power supply at the seat as well. Having recently flown Ryanair on their brand new MAX 8-200, I have to say I really don't take a power supply for granted anymore, as they didn't actually have one. Anyways, fair play KLM. Before long, the coast was already in view. This really was a really quick flight. Look at that beautiful coastline. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I'm sat here in seat 12F, just in case it takes your fancy when you fly KLM yourselves. We made some lovely big sweeping turns as we made our final approach into Schiphol. Lovely countryside and a fantastic view. Well, if KLM were looking to impress me today, they kind of have. The aircraft is fantastic, it's quiet, it's smooth, the legroom is incredible for an economy flight, and also on board the staff and the service was really, really good. Will I fly KLM again? 100%. In fact, I've already booked another ticket with them already. Here we are, making our final approach to Schiphol, right on time. A lovely smooth touchdown concludes our flight today. I think we spent as much time taxiing both at Heathrow and at Schiphol than we did flying in the air. Honestly, I think we were taxiing for about 40 minutes all told. But anyways, it didn't stop me enjoying the flight and being really pleased to have flown on this new aircraft and to have flown with KLM for the very first time. As we deplaned, I got some pictures of the seats and also some pictures of the overhead bins, which were ample in securing everyone's luggage. These are the business class seats that are nearer the front of the cabin. And again, we got to deplane the aircraft via steps, which I really like. Anyways, thank you for joining. Do like and subscribe my video if you want to see more. And thanks again for joining me on this trip. See you next time.